This is NBC Montana Today.
Good morning, Montana. I'm Jason Hurst. As you pour your coffee and make breakfast, let's get you caught up on what you missed while you were sleeping and get you ready to take on your Thursday. Coming up over the next half hour, lawmakers reviewed a bill that could reduce the amount of weeks for unemployment benefits. Hear reaction from both sides. Plus, a bill that has caused some controversy. Could the 10 Commandments be posted in every public school classroom? Why it's creating such a debate. And taking a step toward raising money for a good cause. Why a friendly competition between Missoula fire departments hits home for some.
Well, the time is 6:30. We are waking up on a Thursday morning. Snow-covered roadways with some fresh snow in Kalispell and Missoula. New snow amounts today, though, should stay less than an inch for you. We are sitting at 17, so Missoula, not too bad compared to Bozeman. Bozeman's at 1. But at least the wind is calm, so wind chill's not much of a factor for you this morning in Bozeman. Here's a live look at radar. Watching roads, they're all snowpacked and icy this morning around western Montana, and we do have some issue with visibility. Kalispell and Missoula visibility has been fluctuating to less than a mile at times due to those passing snow showers. Showers will begin to wrap up for us at around 10 a.m. this afternoon. Mostly cloudy to cloudy skies. Temperatures will stay in the mid to upper 20s for us for highs today. Heading into your Friday, we're tracking our next weather maker, which means more snow. Details in 10 minutes.
In Helena, a bill trimming unemployment benefits is set to clear the House. House Bill 131, which cuts the maximum duration of unemployment benefits from 24 to 20 weeks, made it through a second House reading on a 56 to 44 vote. However, the bill was amended on a 69 to 31 vote. The amendment creates a carve-out for people impacted by mass layoffs or those that were laid off but are expected to be hired back, like highway contractors. The amendment received bipartisan support despite objections from the bill sponsor, who argued it will create more work for the Department of Labor and sets a bad precedent.
The Montana Department of Transportation dictates a window of employment for many workers because their specifications govern when a contractor can start their asphalt plant and paving operation in the spring.
What concerns me about that is having carve-outs is that what we're not looking at are certain employers. Right now, we have over 30,000 job openings.
The bill will go through a final House reading today and will then move over to the Senate. It comes after the 2023 state legislature passed a bill cutting unemployment benefits from 28 to 24 weeks. A bipartisan group of legislators is taking another shot at a bill that would help prospective renters get their application fee back. The House Judiciary Committee heard arguments on House Bill 311. The bill, introduced by a bipartisan group of 15 legislators, would require the refund of residential application fees and provide civil action if fees are withheld when applicants aren't awarded the rental. Proponents say the bill would make it easier for renters to find housing without spending too much money. Opponents consider it an anti-free market bill that harms small or independent landlords and say it would be better off if it singled out licensed property managers.
Waiving application fees can help ease the financial burden on students who are competing for apartments while also trying to save for the cost of security deposits, 1 to 3 months rent in advance, and the cost of furnishing their own homes.
I don't know what the intent of the sponsor is. However, my opinion is if you have labor affiliated with doing a work and a task, you should be paid for it.
The hearing comes 2 years after a similar bill was tabled. Executive action on the bill could come as soon as Friday, and several legislators suggested potential amendments. A controversial bill requiring the posting of the 10 Commandments in every public school classroom in the state temporarily goes down on a tie vote. Senate Bill 114 drew a fierce debate before it failed in a second reading on a 25 to 25 vote. The bill, which will go to the House after it clears a final Senate reading today, will likely be challenged in the courts if it becomes a law. But proponents are confident the final ruling from the United States Supreme Court will be in their favor and consider the document an important piece of history that helped set the foundation for U.S. law.
You know, to me, these are clear, they're concrete, and they're boundaries for life that do promote peace and liberty and justice, prohibiting harm to others.
That would fundamentally change U.S. and state constitutional guarantees providing every single Montana citizen who we serve the right to hold our religious beliefs without governmental interference.
A vote to indefinitely postpone the bill also went down on a tie vote, meaning it can be brought back up again for a second reading. Two amendments from Democrats that would have gutted the bill in different ways failed to pass. Missoula Fire Department and the Missoula Rural Fire District are stepping up for a good cause. The two teams battled it out in a stair climb challenge at Peak Health and Wellness Center, a friendly showdown helping cancer patients and their families.
We'll raise money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. It's just a great organization that's looking to find a cure to bone and blood cancers. We've been doing it for years, and it's just a great way to get out in the community and raise money for a great cause.
Cancer is so prevalent today. Everybody kind of knows someone that has suffered or is suffering. It's so common that I think it's easy to get motivated to help that cause.
The competition that you guys go through, people don't realize how strenuous it is. So I want to try it on, strap on here, and feel what you guys go through. Can we make that happen?
Yeah, definitely. We got about a 30-pound SCBA pack. And we'll put these on anytime there's any sort of life hazard with smoke or other hazardous materials in there. And then we also got a mask and a helmet that we would also wear, along with about another 30 to 40 pounds of gear.
And this is what you guys do with on a daily basis, basically.
Yep, and we got to be able to put it on in less than 60 seconds, although most folks can do it faster than that, so yeah.
Well, let's give it a test and hit the stairs and kind of feel like a real-life fireman and see what they go through on a daily basis. And for some, this event really hits home.
February 10th, 2022, my dad actually passed away from leukemia, and this event, the Firefighter Stair Climb Challenge, benefits the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, so it's something personally affecting me.
Both of my parents suffered with cancer. My mom was able to beat it when I was a child. My father suffered and passed from cancer. So for me, it does hit home. I definitely have a personal connection to it.
It is sad, and it's something that impacts me every day, thinking about my dad, and sometimes I accidentally call him, wanting to tell him about something, but it just, to have a good day, friendly competition from these guys, it just feels great to see.
For the past few years, we've been climbing for a Billings firefighter's son, and he's recently in remission. He's all healed up, and so that's just something that we love to see. The LLS does a great job raising money for research and finding a cure, so it's good to see a good outcome.
Liam's dad never got to see his son grow up to be a fireman. Along with Nat's father, both dads would be proud of their children for their charity work.
I do often think of my father when I'm up there climbing, for sure, and I'll have a photo of him on my helmet when I'm in Seattle this year.
You'd be on there for about 2 minutes, get tired, but still insist that he went the furthest and went the fastest.
Yes, the Stair Climb Challenge raises money for a good cause, but you better believe the Missoula Fire Department and Missoula Rural Fire Districts are looking for some bragging rights. Wednesday's challenge is a warm-up for a national event in Seattle. How much do you want to beat those guys?
A lot, yeah. So we've been doing it, and we'll keep doing it, but it's always in our minds that we want to beat the other guys, but the overall message is that we want to raise money for this great cause.
We're taking just a small sacrifice to do something to raise awareness and raise money.
It's hard in the stairwell, but it doesn't even compare to what a person with cancer is going through. So that's what we try to keep in our heads.
There's a lot of reasons to do it. We're doing it for a lot of people, and it's why we're going through the hard times.
The two fire departments are going toe-to-toe, and it's all about bragging rights. Become March 9th, it's all about representing Montana in Seattle. The fundraiser and raffle will go until Friday at 7 p.m. at Peak. Proceeds go to benefit the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And we now visit with Chief Meteorologist Brooke Foster at standby. Brooke, they put the gear on me, and they said even with the additional equipment, because that gear was 30 pounds, it would be another 30 pounds. Yeah, I went 8 flights. I had my boots on. No, I was good, but I was like, I'm going to leave it to the professionals. I obviously need to hit the gym.
You did 8 flights? Is that what you said?
That's what I was told.
I mean,
they might have been
good.
generous. They might have been generous.
I hate stairs. Not doing them. 6:39, live look outside right now. Kalispell and Missoula waking up, snow and ice on our roads. We also have some fresh snow, mainly in northwest Montana. That's where we are dealing with some pretty persistent snow showers. Could impact your morning drive with some fresh snow on the ground, but really pretty much what's said and done for us. What's on the ground is pretty much said and done for us. Not expecting much more as we move throughout the day. Lunchtime will be at 18:24, mix of sun and clouds for you in Kalispell in that 3 o'clock hour. For Missoula, bus stop forecast similar. Little light snow this morning, then this afternoon a break from the winter weather, but the break's going to be brief. We've got winter weather advisories out for your Friday. Details on snow amounts in 10 minutes.
And coming up, more local news, but first here is a live look from our Hellgate Plumbing weather camera. Above TV Mountain at Snowbowl, Chief Meteorologist Brooke Foster has your day planner right after the break.
When it comes to winter